You're watching Plants and Politics with Gina Bonanno-Lemos. If you're ready to hear the truth about both sides of the aisle, what's really going on in America, and how big money interests prevent change to keep you sick, broke, and desperate, then play on. Everyone, welcome to Plants and Politics. Gina here. So I have a story about Alan Dershowitz. So as I'm sure many of you know, Alan Dershowitz is a Harvard-trained law professor. He's kind of a media figure now due to his relationships with high-profile people. Last week, when the trove of Epstein and Maxwell documents were released, his name was everywhere. His name was just used like a credit card. And it of course was included in the documents because he's been accused of having sex with a woman named Virginia Giuffre, who alleges that she was underage when she was made to have sex with Dershowitz by Epstein and Maxwell. This is something that Alan Dershowitz has repeatedly denied for a long time. He does, however, say that he did go to Epstein's for a massage, but he claims that he kept his underwear on. So recently, Captain Underpants, as I like to call him, he spoke with a news outlet called Beat the Press. Cute name, by the way. And here's what he told them. So Dershowitz said that, quote, Giuffre tried to deep six a series of emails with another reporter who said, we know Dershowitz didn't do anything. There's no proof he did anything wrong, but you should put him in your book because he's famous. He did Reversal of Fortune, which was a book about Klaus von Bülow, in his trial, and it said, it'll help with your book pitch. Okay, so that's his story. So Beat the Press reached out to Julie Brown. Now, for anybody who hasn't watched the podcast I did, where I talked about her, Julie Brown is a really incredible investigative journalist for the Miami Herald, I believe, yeah. And she was relentless in regard to this Epstein story. So she really, she had a whole series of reports that she did, I believe it was last year or the year before, about this whole Epstein thing. She really kind of blew the lid off of that sweetheart deal that he got from Alex Acosta, when, by the way, Alan Dershowitz was one of his attorneys, along with Ken Starr. So they helped him to get that slap on the wrist deal. And so what Julie Brown told Beat the Press was that she believes that Dershowitz is, quote, in a panic. Because this is all coming to a head, right? It's getting to the point where, what are they going to do? They're going to off Maxwell now? I fully believe that Jeffrey Epstein was murdered, and I believe that, there would be attempts on Ghislaine Maxwell as well. I don't doubt that they will try to do something to her before she tells her story, before she comes clean. So if she does. So what Julie Brown said, because they went back to her after they spoke with Dershowitz, they went back to Julie Brown and said, hey, here's what he's saying about you. He claims that he has a recording, that Julie Brown agreed to a recording from one of their conversations, and that in that conversation, he gave her documentation, these emails that prove that he did nothing wrong. So they went back to Julie Brown. They said, here's what Dershowitz says. What do you have to say about this? Julie Brown said, not true. He didn't provide anything, any documentation, any emails, any proof to myself or to my editor. So she claims he's fabricating this. She also claims that he demanded that all of their conversations be off the record. Why? If you have nothing to hide, why are you trying to hide things? So Beat the Press then went back to Dershowitz, and they told him what Julie Brown said. And so he maintains that Julie Brown and Virginia Giuffre are both liars. And he claims, as I said, that he has this recording. Okay, where is it? Dershowitz is a media personality. Dershowitz has been in the news and in the media. It's not like he can't get the word out. In fact, he had an interview with Tucker Carlson, okay, the #1 news show on the planet right now. He had a sit down with him. I believe it was a day or two after all these documents came out publicly. Where were these emails? If he's so innocent, why can't he provide these emails? Why wouldn't he bring them on Tucker Carlson's show? You don't hide information that exonerates you. It makes no sense. So here's something else that I found really telling. So when he was talking to Beat the Press, Dershowitz said, and this was in regard to Julie Brown, the investigative reporter from the Miami Herald, he said that he told him she's an advocate for victims and that she, quote, is working for the other side. What does that mean? What other side is there in regard to child rape, in regard to victimizing underage girls? This man is an attorney. This man is a Harvard-trained attorney. He's not on the side of victims. He wouldn't want to see justice be done. I found that very odd. That's a very odd statement to make. She's working for the other side. You mean children who have been raped? Wow. Sounds like the right side to be on to me. Also, we should remember he did help Epstein with that plea deal. He helped him to wiggle out of child trafficking and child rape and all the other heinous charges that he was facing, that he should have faced and should have gone to prison for life for. But, again, look at who he's represented. He also was Trump's attorney in Trump's impeachment trial just last year and the early part of this year. And Trump has also been accused by one of Epstein's alleged victims. She claims that at the age of 13, she was forced to have sex with Donald Trump, that she was actually raped and beat by Donald Trump. Those are her allegations that she alleged in a sworn deposition, and she had a witness. She had a woman who also came forward who alleges that she was one of these recruiters, as they call them, who was tasked, another young girl who was tasked with going out and bringing other girls into the fold for Epstein to victimize. I mean, this is it's the most disgusting, vile, heinous pyramid scheme you could ever fathom. It's just beyond comprehension. So, birds of a feather, and as my grandmother used to say, tell me who your friends are and I'll tell you what you're about. And look at the company that Dershowitz keeps. Not good. Not a good indictment of his character. So Captain Underpants has a lot to answer for, and if he in fact is innocent, then he should come forth with that evidence, because he has plenty of opportunity. He has a platform and he could get it out there yesterday. So what is he waiting for? What are you waiting for, Alan Dershowitz, Captain Underpants? All right, guys, as always, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's get this information out there. The only way to change this country, to change the world, is to educate people, to let them know about information like this, because you are not going to hear about it on mainstream media. You are not going to hear about stuff like this and the nitty-gritty. I mean, they're barely covering the Epstein story. So please share this video, get the word out. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you guys checking it out. Take care, have a great weekend, and stay safe out there. Bye. Thanks for watching Plants and Politics. The only way to take our country and power back is to spread the truth and build an army. So remember to like, follow, subscribe, and share on Facebook, YouTube, and wherever you listen to podcasts. Thanks again.